I take a little time off and I watch it again. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to participate in this anymore.
Вы по-прежнему делаете все правильно, смотрите программу «Кинологистика», мы находимся в Каннах. Мы отправляемся сейчас прогуляться по красной дорожке картины «Маньяк» с Элайджей Вудом. Закрывается 65-й Каннский кинофестиваль, и вот мы участвуем в самом ярком событии этого вечера. Это, собственно, показ картины «Маньяк».
Sasha, great. Sasha was there, yeah.
Can't you see? We're gonna jump up to 3. You mean that much to me.
I have a hard time to understand exactly where his mind is at. Even if he's a twisted monster that's do horrible thing, he just expressed in the, like in a strong way a feeling that we all know, which is, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to
be
abandoned by the woman I love, and I want to keep the woman I love no matter what the cost. I wanted to do like a real immersion in his head with a very realistic violence, with a very realistic and very brutal violence that like not that much, but each time that has that kind of like, almost, something that you understand, like cutting you, like heel, something that people can feel, the scalp of the skin, like something that you can feel.
It's difficult to understand a serial killer. No more in New York do you have those places where a woman screams at night and nobody comes. And I've lived in some hard places in New York, and that never happened. Women can walk alone, and so that it is gone. And then we searched different places, and LA was one of those few places where there is a mission, where there is these very intense, hard places. LA is a bunch of different little towns which you rarely go to, and so it's kind of New York spread out. And very spread out. People in Santa Monica rarely go downtown and vice versa. It's too many cars and too much traffic. Even though there's a few miles that in between, there's no subway system, there's no transportation, so people feel very isolated from one another. And I've experienced that and lived that. Coming straight from New York to LA, I'm like, where is everybody? I feel alone. There's 10 million people here and I don't ever see anybody. I love Enter the Void. I think it's a beautifully crafted film. For me, the idea of doing a POV movie was to immerse yourself in the character, and I felt that Enter the Void reminded you so often that you were in the POV. The violence makes it seem that much more intense, and that's film at least this game makes it seem.
I know I'm not a junkie.
Makes it seem. I love Enter the Void.